Okay, so today I wanted to talk about Cardi B, how this new rollout for her next album is going, and talk about if I think she's losing momentum or not. So I read this recently. She said on Twitter, anyway, no album this year. I don't care. I'm relaxing this year. And then her publicist confirmed to Rolling Stone that the album is coming this year, and then she deleted the tweet. And she basically said, I take my music so seriously, that's why I don't put it out, and just wants everything to be perfect. So for a quick career trajectory for her, I believe she had like some mixtapes and stuff like that before she released her album. She releases The Invasion of Privacy 2018, having hits like Bodak Yellow, Money, I Like It, for example. And she had multiple number ones off that album, and every song on the album is certified platinum, which is definitely an achievement as well. I think she's had like some performances here and there for it. And she has released some other songs. She had a walk with Megan Thee Stallion in 2020, and that was number one, I think, for 2 weeks. That was a big cultural moment. I distinctly remember that. It was everywhere, it was always going viral. And then she released Up in 2021, and that was a number one song for her as well. And recently she's been on a feature run. Like, she was on Tomorrow 2. She did a remix of Lotto's Put It On the Floor Again. She was on the remix of Flo Millie's song Never Lose Me with SZA as well. She did Wild Side with Normani, a remix to that. She had the song with Kanye, Hot Shit, so she had that. Recently, she has released some other solo singers like Enough Miami. I think there was like another song on there as well. And so, my opinion on this, I think that Cardi B is losing momentum, and she's losing it rather quickly. I just feel like as an artist, the longer you wait to put on an album, the more patient that people are going to get, and you can't expect to have that same welcoming and that same warmth from people when you release a new album when it's just been so long and the rollout isn't really well thought out. Because to me, it just feels like she's putting out music because, okay, my fans want something to listen to, I'm going to give them something, and she just doesn't really have an intention of putting out an album. And I did hear her say that, it gives her anxiety to make music, and I think that she probably feels a lot of pressure to follow up Invasion of Privacy. And then part of me is like, maybe she does it for fun in a sense, and so she just doesn't want to get too stressed out about it and all of those things. But I just don't think that it's a good look the way that this world is going and how messy it is, and the fact that it's been 6 years since she released Invasion of Privacy. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't bode well. And I just feel like you had multiple opportunities to release the album and for it to do well. Like, whenever you did Walk with Megan, you could have worked on something there. Whenever you did Up, it just feels like she keeps releasing songs, and if they do well, they do well. But it's just like, where's the strategic rollout? And then you can't be surprised if you release the album and it doesn't do well, because for years people were asking you, where's the album? And it doesn't seem like there's that much of an effort to just get everything together. And of course, there can be issues with labels, or maybe creatively she just feels like she's not in the spot where she wants to be at, or she feels the pressure. I don't know, but she's also not really touring as well. And I read that she got mad at people saying that it seems like she only wants to be an influencer, but I mean, that's what I was getting from it. You release a song every once in a while, sure, but I mean, a lot of the times I'm seeing her do all this promotion and brand deals and stuff like that, which is like all fine. But I don't know, I think maybe she just feels a lot of pressure for music, so it's a lot easier for her to focus on other things. And maybe the label's just forcing her to release an album because of how successful Invasion of Privacy is. But the longer she waits, it's gonna hurt her. And I wonder where she'll stand in the landscape of female rappers overall if she never releases another album. And I just feel like if you want to be an icon, you want to be, huge in your scene, then you just have to release more music. Because I like Lauryn Hill a lot, but people give too much for her only releasing one studio album technically. Yes, I know she had stuff with the Fugees. Yes, I know that she had the MTV Unplugged. But if we're talking about solo, then people don't really know about Unplugged or care about that. They only care about Miseducation. And so that's kind of, it seems, where Cardi's going to go now. And so if you want to, really be one of those girls, then you just have to keep releasing music. Because there's people who debuted after you who are already releasing more albums than you. So I'm just like, what's the problem? What does it hold up? All those things. But I definitely think that she is losing momentum the longer that she waits. I don't know what the methodology is. And I don't know. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. But at the same time, it's also kind of like, if you release the right single, if you get the right promo locked up, then who knows? Maybe she could do 200K first week. Maybe she'll do 100K. Maybe she'll do 60. I think it just depends on the rollout of it. Maybe you get the right song, and that helps a lot. It does. Getting the right features and just the rollout and the promo and all those things. But I don't know. Not looking good. That's just my subjective opinion on it. And so, do you guys want another Cardi B album, or are you just not interested because the rollout is taking so long? For me personally, I'm not really a Cardi B fan. She's not for me. Like, every once in a while she has a verse that I like, but her music is just not my jam. So I don't really care if she releases another album or not, if she tours or not. Like, that's just no sweat off my back. But, you know, some people are really interested and some people really, you know, enjoy her for what she gives. I think she's a good performer, but her music is not for me. And let me know what you guys think that this new era could potentially do. What does she need to do for you to be interested, or what does she just need to do to have a successful era in her own right and all those things? I think she has a good personality. I think a lot of times people like her personality more than the music. So it's just interesting. I could definitely see her transition into becoming an influencer eventually after she's done with music, or maybe she's just trying to soft launch into that already. But you never know, there can be issue with the label. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments on this, and let's continue that conversation.